Welcome to my channel once again. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Today we are enjoying a nice African story of siblings falling in love. Title of the story is Love Not Meant to Be. Let us enjoy. In the heart of the village of Kulture, Chief Kofi's family stands as a symbol of power. Among his children, Adisa and Zuwina share an unbreakable bond, one that transcends the norms of sibling affection. As children, they were inseparable, but as they grew older, their connection took a darker turn. From childhood, Adisa and Zuwina had always shared a deep connection, one that went beyond ordinary sibling affection. They were inseparable, always found together by the riverbanks, whispering secrets under the moonlight, their laughter echoing through the village. Their mother, Mama Binta, often smiled at their closeness. "The gods have blessed you with a sibling bond stronger than most," she would say, stroking Zuwina's hair. But as the years passed, that bond evolved into something deeper, something unspoken yet undeniable. Adisa would watch Zuwina dance by the fire, her movements graceful like the flowing river, and his heart would ache with emotions he did not understand. Zuwina, too, felt a longing she dared not voice. Whenever she saw Adisa training with the other young warriors, she felt a pull toward him that she knew was forbidden. Neither of them spoke of it. But the silence between them was filled with an understanding more dangerous than words. It was Elder Jabori, the village seer, who first noticed the change. One evening, as he sat outside his hut, observing the village, he saw the way Adisa and Zuwina looked at each other. It was not the look of siblings, but something else, something dangerous. The old man narrowed his eyes and murmured a prayer to the ancestors. "This path will only lead to ruin." Whispers began to spread through the village. Women washing clothes by the river gossiped about how Adisa always seemed to find excuses to be near his sister. Young men training in the field exchanged uneasy glances when they saw how Zuwina's eyes lingered on Adisa longer than was proper. One night, Chief Kofi, their father, was approached by Elder Jabori. "You must separate them," he warned. "Their bond has become unnatural. The ancestors will not bless this union." Chief Kofi frowned. "They are merely close siblings. You see ghosts where there are none." But the elder shook his head. "The spirits have spoken. If you do not act soon, great misfortune will fall upon your household." The chief dismissed him with a wave of his hand. But deep inside, a seed of doubt had been planted. One fateful night, under the glow of a full moon, Adisa and Zuwina found themselves alone by the river. The village was asleep, and the only sounds were the gentle lapping of water and the rustling of leaves. Zuwina dipped her toes into the cool water. "Do you ever wonder why we were born as we are?" she asked softly. Adisa turned to her, his heart hammering in his chest. "All I know is that no one in this world understands me like you do." She met his gaze, and in that moment, everything they had suppressed came rushing to the surface. Before they could stop themselves, before reason could interfere, Adisa leaned in. Their lips met. It was a kiss that should never have happened, yet neither of them pulled away. The world around them ceased to exist. In that moment, there was only them, two souls bound by a love that defied the laws of man and gods. When they finally parted, both were breathless, their hands still clasped together. "What have we done?" Zuwina whispered, fear creeping into her voice. Adisa swallowed hard. "Something we can never undo." After that night, there was no turning back. They stole moments whenever they could, hidden glances during village gatherings, secret touches when no one was watching, whispered confessions beneath the cover of darkness. Every stolen moment was a risk, but they could not stop. They told themselves that love was not wrong, that the gods would understand. But deep inside, they knew their love was a fire that would one day consume them. One evening, as they met in the forest beyond the village, Zuwina buried her face in Adisa's chest. "I fear we are walking a dangerous path." Adisa stroked her hair. "Then let us run away. Leave this place. Start a new life where no one will know who we are." Zuwina hesitated. "But what of our parents? What of the ancestors? They will never forgive us." Adisa sighed. "I would rather face the wrath of the ancestors than live a life without you." But fate was already working against them. Unbeknownst to them, they were not alone that night. Nia, Adisa's betrothed, had followed him into the forest, her heart heavy with suspicion. When she saw them in each other's arms, she gasped and stumbled backward, snapping a twig beneath her foot. The sound was small but enough to alert Adisa. He turned sharply, his warrior instincts kicking in. In the dim moonlight, he saw Nia's silhouette. "Who is there?" he called, his voice tense. Nia did not answer. She turned and ran, her heart pounding in terror. She had seen enough to know the truth. Adisa and Zuwina were not merely siblings. They were lovers. She ran straight to the village, her mind racing. She knew what she had to do. By sunrise, the entire village would know the truth. And there would be no escape for Adisa and Zuwina. To be continued. Stay tuned for part 2, what is going to happen to the lovebirds.